Man's first invention, often called his greatest, was the wheel. It made the horizon attainable. Through the ages, man went rolling ahead into the future. Then, some 100 years ago, a new horizon shone, and the great surge of a mighty nation went wheeling westward by wagon and horse and hope. Two brothers began forging a future they thought only their own, never dreaming that in the century to come, their names would be listed high among the makers of America.
Well, it's like you had plenty of practice doing that.
In my father's shop. He's a hard man to please.
So am I. Got your own shop now, huh?
Yeah, me and Henry. Matter of fact, you're our first customer.
First one. Well, maybe I'll bring you good luck.
We'll need it. The shop tools and all cost $68.
Oh, well, now that doesn't sound like a lot of money.
It is when it's all you got in the world.
You all finished?
Yes, sir.
How much you gonna charge me?
Oh, I don't know.
Would 25 cents be too much?
Well, it ain't too little. But I reckon it ain't too much either. Good luck to you.
Our first customer, Henry.
Clem, we're in business. You won't be in business long if you leave your tools on the ground.
Hello, Father.
Guess we were a little excited, huh, Clem?
We just had our first customer, and he liked the job.
Well, I taught you your trade the best I knew. Now you're striking out on your own. That could be a good thing. It's up to you. I brought this with me because this is where it belongs. I've had my own shop, and I've worked for others. And if I've ever learned anything in life, it's this. It's yours now. Well, I'll see you at supper.
This old trap's on its last legs. I should get a new one.
Mr. Earl, we can build you any kind of a wagon you want.
Is that right? Can you show me what it looked like?
Have a drawing for you in a minute.
You fellas have another brother, don't you?
Uh-huh. Besides Clem and me, there are 3 other boys.
Is that right? I only know the young one, Jacob, isn't it?
Uh-huh. And there's John and Peter.
Where are they?
Peter's selling general merchandise over in Goshen. And John, he's getting ready to take off for California. Dig for gold. A place called Hangtown.
And you two set up shop here, huh?
Uh-huh. Where's your farm, Mr. Earl?
Oh, west, about 3 miles from here.
How many acres?
Quarter section.
Quarter section.
You wouldn't be hankering after some acreage of your own, would you?
Might be.
Plenty of good farmland around here. As a matter of fact, there's a nice piece of land just a few miles outside of town.
Here it is, Mr. Earl. Straight sides around, seasoned wood, iron hinges, hickory spokes, and all the best work.
Yeah. How much?
$175.
$175. Oh. All right. How soon can I get it?
In a week?
I'll be back in a week.
And we'll throw in a good seat cushion.
Well, thanks.
As pledged, 7 days later, the wagon was ready. The first vehicle to bear the name that would in time identify millions more. A nation on the move rolled past. Westward were rich valleys waiting for man to bring wheat seed, corn kernel, apple pip, a plow and a prayer. And beyond that, California, its newborn towns booming with the fever of the gold hunt. And from Hangtown, California, John Moeller Studebaker was preparing to journey back home to Indiana.
I hate to lose you, John. Sure you won't change your mind?
I decided 6 months ago. You know that, Mr. Hines.
Look, you came out here 4.5 years ago to mine gold. But did you? No, because you would have starved like some of the miners did. No, you made money blacksmithing and building wheelbarrows. And you made enough to save a nice chunk, didn't you?
Yes, and I appreciate everything.
This country is just beginning to open up, John. We're getting more than get-rich-quick prospectors out here now. We're getting farmers, people who are settling. Men are coming in with their families and goods, whole wagon trains of them.
That's why I'm going back, Mr. Hines, to where the wagon trains start. People will be buying wagons, lots of them. Well, I built the wagon I came here in. I know the kind of wagons these people will need. My brothers have had their own shop in South Bend 6 years now. I've got some money saved and a strong back. I'm going to look that place over. Might be a good beginning for a real business.
Maybe. Well, best of luck, John.
Thanks, Mr. Hines.
So John M. Studebaker returned home. Returned to find two of his brothers, Henry and Clem, in a growing wagon-making business.
You told us last night you wanted to see the shop, John. This is it.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of curious to see your place, and it's something to see. Wagon yard, workshop, forge, and even an office. Where's Clem?
He's out seeing about an order for some wagons. Peter went with him. You know Peter. He'd rather sell than eat. As soon as he found out what Clem was up to, he just had to go along. Help nail the deal, he said.
Much of a deal they're after?
It is for us. 10 wagons for the Army. We've only built one at a time up till now.
You're lucky to be in a going business, and it's only starting.
Isn't getting me any closer to a farm.
Still after a farm, eh, Henry?
Uh-huh.
But what about all this?
You see, there's Clem and Peter now.
I should have stopped you, Peter, before it was too late.
I know. Sometimes I talk too much.
What's wrong? No deal?
We've got a deal, all right. Here's the contract.
You hear that, John? We got a contract for 10 wagons. 10.
Henry, not 10.
Not 10?
No.
100.
100 wagons.
With delivery in 6 months. Says so right here in the contract.
That's wonderful.
Sounded wonderful to me, too. Till on the way back, I began to realize how impossible it was.
Impossible? Why?
In the first place, where are we going to get the money for materials?
Money. That's been the trouble in this family ever since I can remember. Now I know I'm home.
Clem, you know we haven't got the men or equipment.
Peter even sold me on the idea we could do it.
Well, I'll have to go back and tell them that the deal's off.
I've got the money. Here's $8,000.
$8,000? You said you didn't make a cent mining gold.
I didn't. Not mining gold. I got it making wheelbarrows.
Wheelbarrows?
And I came home figuring on making wagons. This is the perfect spot. The jumping-off place to the west. I don't think there's a better business to be in any place. What's the matter, Henry? Don't you agree?
Well,
Oh, I see. You'd still rather have a farm, huh?
John, I'm a...
All right, Henry, you're gonna have your farm. Got a place picked out?
There's a place a couple of miles out of town I'd give anything to own.
Your share of the wagon business?
My share isn't worth the price of a farm.
It is to me.
You mean you'd...
Yes. The farm for your share of the business.
It's a deal. Thanks, John.
Now that's settled. What about our little deal?
What do you mean?
Well, Clem and I drew up sort of an agreement before we had any notion you'd be buying in, J.M. You see, we...
J.M.?
Why not? It's more businesslike than John Moeller.
J.M. Yeah, I like that. Here it is. I, Peter Studebaker, agree to sell all the wagons my brother Clem can make. Signed, Peter Studebaker. I, Clem Studebaker, agree to make all the wagons my brother Peter can sell. Signed, Clem Studebaker. Well, that's certainly businesslike. Business. Well, we're in one now. A big one.
Too big, maybe. It's going to take more than money to build 100 wagons in 6 months. We're just not fixed for turning out wagons at anywhere near that rate.
All right. We'll work out new methods. New machinery, maybe.
I'm glad I don't have to worry about finding seasoned wood for any 100 wagons.
Henry's right. There's not that much good wood to be had.
Even if we pay a good price for it?
At any price.
Clem, can't we use unseasoned wood?
Those wagons are going to have our name on them.
If we can't get seasoned wood, we'll make it.
There's no such process.
Then we'll invent one.
And they did invent one. The 100 wagons were turned out in half the agreed-upon time. Under similar canvas-top wagons, settlers went riding out into the wilderness. While the West expanded, the older states to the east were split by strife. Now the brothers were called upon to supply various types of military vehicles. Then the peace and further expansion. The West was settled by the gun, the axe, the plow, and the Studebaker wagon. Many of them purchased from Peter at his new depot in St. Joseph, Missouri. The year 1874, destined to become memorable in the company's history for more than one reason. Clem, John, and Peter, now joined by their brother Jacob, felt that a family celebration was in order.
Finest carriage you've ever ridden in. Of course, he's one of ours. One of ours, certainly.
From the gaiety apparent in this household, I suspect my announcement is no longer a surprise. Nevertheless, it pleases me to be able to tell you that for the first time, our annual sales have passed the $1 million mark.
Yippee!
Well, the past has been kind to us. May we all be worthy of what the future has to offer.
What's the matter, Peter? You're not disappointed with our sales, are you?
The shop! Quiet. Come on!
Well, what's the future now? 2/3 of the whole place gone up in smoke? 15 years of hard work wiped out in an hour.
Maybe the $1 million mark is as far as we were supposed to go.
The panic of '73 couldn't stop us. But the fire of '74 certainly did.
The railroad's opening up these new areas. I said there'd be a greater demand for wagons than ever before. Now, somebody else will be making those wagons now. Not us.
I thought you might want to keep this.
Oh.
Thanks, Joe. Wait a minute, Peter. Let's not allow the smoke in this place to fog our minds.
Isn't it clear we'll have to close down?
Close down?
What else?
If we close down, can you go through the streets of South Bend and face all the people that depend on this plant for a livelihood?
J.M., we can't blame this tragedy on ourselves.
Maybe not. We can shut down to plan at leisure. Yeah. But what about our men? Most of them have never worked for anyone but us. They helped us to build a tradition of fine craftsmanship. We had sons working at benches beside their fathers, learning the right way to make wagons and carriages, taking pride in their work. They'll hand that skill and pride in work well done down to their children. If we let them down, if we let down the customers and dealers who count on us for wagons, then we are to blame.
What can we do?
Stay in business, that's what. There's a train leaving for Chicago in exactly 38 minutes. And you're gonna take it, Peter.
Chicago? Whatever for?
To raise the money that'll put us back into operation.
Raise money. On what, J.M.? What can I possibly sell the banks?
What you've always sold. Faith in anything that Studebaker puts on wheels.
All right. I can try.
Good. Clem, Jacob, we're gonna take inventory. We've got to have a report ready by morning on what can be salvaged.
I'll start in the shop.
I'll take stock of the lumber. As soon as we find out what we've got left, we'll telegraph the figures to you in Chicago.
And you can tell them in Chicago that we're going to build better than before and bigger.
From the ruins of a fire, they built the largest vehicle plant in the world. A plant to keep pace with an America making gigantic strides in science and industry. 25 years later, progress was keyed by a younger generation, such as J.M.'s son-in-law, Frederick S. Fish. 4 of the brothers had passed on, leaving only J.M., with a gratifying record of achievement and a keen enthusiasm for the newest form of transportation, the automobile. The new and complicated mechanical needs of this day were a far cry from the first simplicity of the buggy days.
Well, that seems to make sense. When do we road test the car?
Whenever you're ready.
I'm always ready for tests on the gasoline buggy. If I'm not mistaken, this is the 16th road test this year, isn't it?
Ever since you gave me the responsibility of the gasoline buggy, I've been anxious to get into production. The model we have now is at least as good as what other manufacturers have.
Good enough to sell with the name Studebaker on it?
Well,
Don't worry about getting into production. Worry about developing a car that's worth producing.
ah, we're going 8 miles an hour.
Still haven't solved the problem of misfires in the cylinder, hmm? Why can't we get a good spark?
Only used 4 spark plugs in a 2-hour ride.
Can't expect people to travel around with pockets full of spark plugs.
Well, I'll get it back to the shop. Have the engineers go to work on it again.
All right. Let me know when you're ready for another test.
Yes, sir. What do you think of the improvements we've made in the last 2 years? We're going 16 miles an hour.
But that's on the level road. Let's see what it can do on this hill.
What do you think?
It's good.
Good. It's a marvel.
Now, let's not get over-enthusiastic. This is just a beginning.
Then you do think we're ready?
Mm-hmm. It's been worth the 7 years of development. I think the time has come for us to go into the manufacture of gasoline automobiles. Take me back to the plant. We've got some figuring to do.
Yes, sir.
Just one more thing, Fred. I know we'll have to go outside to get some of the parts right now. But eventually, I'd like to see us make the whole car right here in South Bend. This business was built by turning out wagons that way. You see, you didn't start here, Fred. You weren't brought up in the wagon business. But I can remember when South Bend was a village. My brothers and I helped to make it a city, and it's always stood by us. Of course, this is your baby, this car. I wish it were mine, but I'm a wagon man. My day's behind me. This is for young men. So, you're the one who'll have to say how and where our cars will be built.
I understand, J.M. We'll make the parts, too, just as soon as we can. And Studebaker cars will be made right here. That's a promise.
That was the beginning. The wave of enthusiasm for the new gasoline buggy mounted tremendously till World War I, when Studebaker, under the leadership of A.R. Erskine, was one of the first to convert to military production. With the coming of peace, manufacture began on a completely new Big Six. Its instantaneous public acceptance so securely established the company in automobiles that the manufacture of wagons was reluctantly abandoned. Studebaker alone, among 5,000 wagon makers, accomplished the transition from horse-drawn to motor-powered vehicles. This unbroken advance was endangered by the crash of 1929 and the ensuing depression. Then, with Paul G. Hoffman in charge of sales and Harold S. Vance in charge of production, the company emerged from the threat of disaster intact, without loss of identity or sacrifice of its founders' principles. The board of directors was constantly moving forward to meet the challenge of new times.
Gentlemen, I'm sure that we all want to do what is best for the company, even though we do disagree over what that is. The main question is, do we want to make this car, don't we? Do we want to enter the low-price field, or don't we?
Mr. Vance?
Yes, Bob?
I don't think we should break with the tradition of this company, which is to give quality. That's the policy on which this company has grown. Why should we suddenly try something new? I think we'd wreck the record and the company.
As Harold said before, Bob, a low-price car doesn't have to mean a low-quality car. If that were the alternative, I think we'd all agree with you. But this is a quality car. A quality car designed to meet today's demand in size and price.
But why plunge into competition? The stiffest kind of competition in a field that's not our own. Why not stick to what we know?
Bob, in business like in anything else, you can't stand still. You either move ahead or fall behind. Studebaker brothers knew that. They knew that when they made the Easer buggy. Let me tell you how this buggy got its name. It seems that at a horse auction, Peter Studebaker overheard a dealer with 6 or 8 horses trying to sell one of them to a farmer. Well, he was bragging about past performances. This horse was a winner of many blue ribbons. That horse was first in a hauling contest. Another was leader in an endurance contest. But this was all past performance. So the farmer lay in disgust. Has-beens, he snorted. Wuzzers. I don't want a wuzzer, I want an Iser. The Iser buggy became famous throughout the world. The brothers promised a good wagon. They gave more than they promised. A better wagon. They were champions. Whatever they made was a champion. If we can make this car a champion...
Harold, you've just named the new car.
So production began in the low-price field. With the champion and instant success, Studebaker resumed leadership in the progress of transportation. World War II, and the company suspended the production of civilian cars and dedicated its assembly lines to the armament program. Trucks, light track vehicles, heavy bomber airplane motors. Conversion to peacetime production brought an even better champion, a car of revolutionary new design for the post-war world. Today, Studebaker's newest models continue to justify its eminence in the forefront of American progress.
Those are the sales figures. And these letters keep rolling in. We've never enjoyed an automobile more than our new Studebaker. And these wires from dealers. So I guess we have a right to be proud of our newest car. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Mr. Vance, I don't think a better car can be built. The new one is the absolute ultimate in design, in craftsmanship, in quality.
The ultimate for now. Studebaker built each one of these to serve long and well. And each one of these was the best for its time. We've made progress during the years that have passed. And the years to come will bring radical new developments in transportation, involving new problems, new challenges, new opportunities. The story of this company is very much like the story of America, always pushing forward to new frontiers. Our past is romantic and full of achievement. But there is a future more challenging than the past. This company has seen many changes. But there's one thing that hasn't changed. The basic policy that has provided the inspiration for Studebaker's first 100 years of progress.